Oké, hallo. We gaan eens even kijken of dit werkt. Oh, I'm sorry. We're doing this in English, aren't we? Hello. Hello, hello. Whoa, look at this. I'm live. I can hear myself. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, so this is a live streaming thing to figure out and see if I can do live streaming. Because during competition week of FS Online, I'll be in charge of doing some of the testing days and live streaming those. So better be prepared and see if this works, if this technology is broken or what's going on. So that's what we're doing today. But we're not doing nothing. We're gonna do some, or I'm gonna do some development. I hadn't really decided yet what I wanted to do today, but I think it will be something off this list, probably something important, and I think tick rate is currently the biggest issue. So I'm gonna also see if I can open chat, because if someone starts chatting I want to be able to see it. Oh, where is that? Should be something in here, right? Because this is like a dashboard, so where is it? Where is it? Come on. Hello? Oh, maybe I can just go to the link. Because here's chat. I don't want to hear myself. Remember your guard and priority thing. I'm not sure what that is. Say something. Okay. Well, latency is okay. Huh, latency is really good. Okay, cool. Look at it. It's infinite. It's infinite. Oh, that's funny. Infinite live streaming. Okay. Let's do this. I'm just gonna maybe not watch this for now. Cool. Okay. So, here's the plan. I'm gonna try to finish this thing, the high tick rate problem. So what's the high tick rate problem? It's basically that Unreal Engine default configuration only updates the physics of everything within the world every frame, because like there's no use updating it more frequently, because most games you just want to see, you don't care what's happening in between the frames, because in the end the only output that you have to give is what's on the frame. So, but we want to simulate at a higher frequency than a frame rate. We want, like the ideal world, we want to have sensors with 250 Hz. That's probably impossible, or at least in this stage. So we want to get it up to 100 Hz. That's for odometry, so that's mostly for testing, but also for ground speed sensor, for IMU. Those have to have high frame rates. So there's this concept in Unreal Engine, which is sub-ticking, which is basically, okay, you know what? Between two, oh wait, I can show you some images. Between two frames, we're gonna have multiple ticks, and in every tick the physics is updated. So sub-ticks are different than real ticks. You can configure them to run on a different thread. That's what we're doing. And you can't just, so everything in Unreal Engine has a tick function, right? So either pawn tick, no, not pawn tick, that's not the real tick. It's like, it's just tick. Wait, not? I thought it was tick. Oh, it's probably delta time. Yeah, so everything has such a can have such a function, either in blueprints or in C++. But if you want to get callbacks on subticks, because normally subticks only happen in physics engine, you have to do some weird things. And because we are mostly interested in the vehicle, like we don't really care about subticking the cones, because, well, cone physics is okay if they are like, yeah, we don't really care. So what I did yesterday, you can see that in this PR, well, it's still draft, but is that I enabled subticking. I figured out what values these have, and this results in yeah, 100 a tick rate of 100 hertz, because it's like the maximum subtime. So the maximum time between two subticks is 0 to 0, 1 second. So that's 1 millisecond. So that's 100 hertz. We get those ticks. Yes. Okay. Cool. But you can't just have a tick function. So there are different callbacks for the normal tick and the subtick. And to subscribe to the subtick thing, you have to plug yourself into the physics engine. And to do so, we have to sort of bind subtick. Well, it's these things, and this thing. Well, that's just how it works. I don't know. That took some effort, but it's okay. So, what we're gonna do... Currently, the vehicle runs at a higher frequency. That's working. So currently the vehicle is running at a higher tick rate, but sensors are not updated at that tick rate yet. So that's really weird. So that's what I'm trying to fix today. Basically, I'm going to try to implement the whole thing in this branch, and then figure out what is actually needed, and then reapply those changes on a new branch, because I'm also adding a lot of useless and removing useless things, so it's become a bit of a mess, but that's fine. We'll figure that out as we go. So how does it run at this moment? Let's see. Look at that. It's beautiful. It sort of feels a bit slower than it did before. Yeah. I think that has something to do with the subtick configuration. But like, I don't really... I feel like it's a bit less responsive than it was. We can compare. I think we can compare. So if we take beta 5 with which was the previous released version, didn't have all the subticking things. Oh, it's probably gonna crash, because you can't have two. Yeah, you can't bind to the board because. Wait, why is it? Why is it doing this? I hope it's because RPC port binding. Right, I can just stop this one and stop that one, and then start it again and see if it works. Oh, this is bad. Why is the released version 5 not working? Should be working. Shoot. There we go. No access. This one's neither working. What? Why? What changed? Is it because Unreal Engine is running, and that's the debug version? Let's stop Unreal Engine. And like, testing responsiveness by driving around manually is also just a really bad idea. Because you never know for sure. Like, I've had moments where nothing changed, but I thought I changed something and it felt differently. So my expectations influence a lot about how I feel about how the car drives, which is not good at all. I feel like it in spectator mode. Somehow it's entered default spectator mode, which is something it shouldn't do. Wait, maybe I only tested this. Oh no. That would be really annoying, wouldn't it? Maybe I only ran it. Well, okay. This is just tangent. Doesn't really matter. We're just gonna try to get the sensors to run at a higher frequency. So baseline for now. There we go. Sensors ready. Oh no, I resized it. Oh no, I should never. Well, this is just great. Last thing I said is that resizing games sometimes crashes the game, and sometimes it restarts the video driver, and this time it even crashed so hard the video driver that my GPU was no longer visible in Task Manager, so I had to reboot. So yeah, I hope this that's a problem. That is a real problem, but I'm not sure. Like, a video card driver crashing, it feels like in the category, not my problem to solve, but it is my problem to deal with. Look, this is also something that sometimes just happens. Like, it feels like the world needs to be bright, too bright. Okay, we're back online. Now, let's launch that Ross bridge. Okay, if you look at the odometry, so that's this one, you can see that there's a frame rate of 36. Oh, I need to have it scrolling, please. Please. Yeah, there you go. It's like 35, 36. That's better than it was. Like before I started this, that frame rate was equal to the FPS. So the FPS is now static, set to 30. So somehow odometry is updated more frequently than the frame rate, which is really good. So how does that odometry counter work? It requests odometry info, so that it requests the car state at 250 Hertz and only counts for messages. It only publishes messages if the new value is. Wait, what happened to those flags? They look weird. They only publish the information if the vehicle has moved, if the data is different. So somehow 38 times out of 250 times a second there is new car state available. We can see, like, if it's 0 it always publishes, so well, it only requests 129 times a second, but it should do 100 times a second because subtick rate is 100. Like if you look at left, there's the delta, which tells us the subtick rate. So yes, this is a problem. How are we gonna solve that? So we have to figure out how the car state is updated based on the information by yeah, so where's visuals to do? There we go. So the car state kinetics state is updated every subtick or tick. So what I'm now wondering is what the if the kinetics changes every subtick, or if it doesn't. So what we're gonna do is every update of the kinetics is log some message, and I think it was something with log. How do we do that? Log? Yeah. How's the quality actually? It is not bad. It's not bad. It's okay-ish. Okay, cool. But I don't really need the quality to be that high. So let's put it at very lowish and set it to live. Okay, cool. Still figuring this whole thing out. I need a second screen to show that thing. Okay. Now I lost what I was doing. Oh yeah, logging. And I thought I had done a link to logging with Unreal Engine 4. Ah, it's Unreal Engine log. It's just that simple. What do we actually care about in So why am I focusing on the arbitrary even though that's not really available during competition? That's because all information is all sensor data is based on the odometry information. So if the odometry information is updated slowly, all sensors are slow. So let's figure it out. I'm mostly interested in delta time. There's a little fly here and it's annoying. And in, well, are we a linear? Basically pose. I think pose is the core of everything. Not sure if that's compilable, but we're gonna see. Compile failed. Should it be? Ah, yes, it has to be next. It's really smart that Unreal is showing and it's making a sound when it starts finishes compiling. It's not a member of. Oh, it's quaternion? Wait, what does pose actually mean? Ah. What is pose? Pose is a vector math pose, which is pose.position.x. Why am I? It finished, okay. So, oh no, I shouldn't run it like that because now I get no logs. Stop it, please. Okay, so we had another crash. But we are back online pretty quickly, I believe. Yes, we are. Okay. So now we can drive, and you see that it's really interesting. let's stop this. And okay, look at this. So we print out every tick and every subtick. These are just the callbacks in the tick functions in the bond. So, and the delta time. So somehow when it ticks, the kinetics is updated twice, because this is, I should have put kinetics in here. Kinetics is updated twice, so that's a problem. It should only be updated once. But between every subtick, X stays the same, you see? Oh, so this is a subtick, then we get the update from the substep tick, which is this thing, which is asynchronous from this one. So it's substep, time, substep, time, substep, time, substep, time, substep. Yeah, so that's fine. We just have to focus on these values. So we see that that one and that one and that one and that, those are all the same. So somehow the vehicle is not updated every substep tick. So I guess I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so then the question is the vehicle component actually updating every substep? So I'm not the first one to try this. Yeah, so this is what we have. This is also what I did. Yes, that's good. Yeah, I'm not doing that. We do want a static frame rate, because stability is more important than smoothness. Ah, okay. Okay, so then the question is, if we wanna get the location of the vehicle every tick. Okay, I think if we take a look at bonds, get UU, this one, get the position, it takes the position of the bond. But I believe we need the position of the body. And that's annoying, because getting the body is a pain. Like, to get the body within the bond, we need to get first the updated component, the vehicle movement component, and then get it the updated component, so the component that is doing the vehicle movement, and from that get the body instance, and that's the thing we need. Yeah, why? I don't know. So what we then do is we say param aram get vehicle movement component, so that's the updated primitive, and from the updated primitive we get the body instance, and then we have to get the body from the body instance we have to get the position, location, position. Oh no, does this thing have a position? It better has, because I don't wanna. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. Because you don't need a position to do physics, right? Physics body exists attached to something. So how does they... Oh, get Unreal World Transform. Hey, I think that's what we need. But what is the assume locked? Do they write anything like that? Unreal assume locked. Well, just following whatever they're doing. So I'm just gonna take this, put it there. Does it actually give us an F factor? Because that would be nice. F transform. Get actor location. Returns the location of the root component of this actor in regard to what? Location, and this is giving us a so we can get 3 and then translation. That should be transform dot translation, probably dot translation. So get under it. So this gets the transform, and then we want the translation. Is that correct? No, it's not correct. It is correct. Dot translation. Okay. Okay, this is never gonna compile. There's way too many things behind each other. It never compiles. Nope, that's what I thought. Syntax error. Yes. Term does not evaluate to a function taking 0 arguments. get vehicle is not a member of a pawn. Get vehicle movement component. Get vehicle movement. But that is what I'm doing right there, right? Oh, we first have to cast. No. This is in car pawn. Oh. What? What? This is different thing. This is a pawn. Do we also have access to car pawn? No. Oh. I think we are gonna merge some pull request. Because I ran into yesterday in these problems where car pawns is not like we are working in pawn sim API, right? Which is this class. But there's also car pawn sim API and car pawn API. These three things together make up. They three together provide an API to the car pawn. And originally there were car pawn API, which controlled actually the car pawn, and then the a pawn was passed into car pawn sim API because apparently it also needed the simulation needed to be pawned or something, and then this pawn sim API was an implementation of the car pawn sim API. Well, this is just madness. This is real freaking madness. So we fixed that, but I sort of want to use it now because then we can just access those things. I can also just cast it because merging this is going to be painful, very painful. So instead, we're gonna do a good old car pawn. Let's see what's the actual a car pawn. That's what I thought. Okay, we probably have to import it because pawn sim API.h. Yeah, we have to import it. So how does this import work? Nope. Oh, it's just that. Well. Like I said, this ain't the most beautiful code I wrote, but it exists and it might help us. What are you talking about? Carpawn.h? Why can you not open it? Where is this? Is it in some directory somewhere? Yeah, it's in source. It's there. Carpawn, you see it? Carpawn.h. Where is pawn sim API? Oh. Okay, what's new? Ah, we have arrived. Use of undefined type, U-wheeled V. Yes, yes, we need another import. The this thing. No, where is it? What? What? U-wheeled vehicle movement. That's not even there. Cannot access protected member declared in class F transform. So, are you telling me translation is protected within F transform? And if so, how are we gonna get it out? Functions, public function. I just want to get an effector, please. Add translation, no. Get location. Temp function for is this a temporary function? But oh no. Well, I'm just gonna do that then. More errors. So we fixed this. Undefined. Well, I'm just gonna recompile and hope it's gone. Nope. Again, U-wheeled vehicle movement component. Oh, we can import that. That's not really U. Here, this thing. How do we import it? Because I always thought this was being imported by yeah, but this is something we already have. Because where does the get is where the wheeled vehicle. I think this is the carbon. Yeah, this returns that thing. So maybe we have to import some physics thing. It's wheeled vehicle. I think it might be this one. Wheeled vehicle. Boy. But that's probably also a class that's. No. maybe, just maybe, you never know. Nope. But I imported it. Ponce API CVP. It's right there. Line 333. Is it the line that we edited? Or am I just really... Ah, I think I see... I think... No, it's not. Not missing a bracket. So we take it into a carbon. And wait, is this this is a public function. So we get a pointer back. Now what I can try is make it like... do it like that. And hope that works. So now we would expect the error to be at 334, right? 335, undefined use of undefined type, 335. So why is it a use of an undefined? What does that actually mean? Use of undefined type. Oh no, they are referencing each other. Well, because then I'm fucked. Then I'm really fucked. This one is referencing carbon, and this is bond sim API. No, no, it doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, I give up. We're gonna first merge this one and then rebase the code that we did. And merge. And we're gonna take a look at these changes and apply the ones that because I think it will have some conflicts. Wait, are we able to merge this? I don't think so. Can't imagine it to be that easy. Yeah, I know. Okay, we're just gonna basically start over. Yes. So what is something we need? I removed some code that I didn't like, but I shouldn't have done that in this branch. So, Carbon gets some new, what are these public functions? Some new public functions. A subtick, which is nice, and a non-calculate variable. Does it also need? No, it doesn't. Okay, then we have subtick in Carbon CPP. Behind tick. Substep tick, that's nice. And every tick we have to register the subtick handler. Not sure why. And I like those log statements, so they get a new life as well. And then in the constructor, is it the constructor? Yeah, it is. We do this thing. So that's that. Here I added some statistics. I'm not doing that anymore. And we have PwnSim API .h, and we added PwnTick. We get PwnSubtick. Surprise, surprise, we have to include Carbon. Is already included, so it's nice. And inside update kinematics, we again print update kinematics with, oh, that's the wrong one. Update kinematics here. Kinematics on like that. And this is the value I want to have changed every, well, every. Okay. Oh, and this is what we were trying to do. No, first we're gonna add the tick thing. Where is this? PwnTick, PwnSubtick. Wheeled vehicle include in the CPP file. Okay. Does it matter where it is? Camera component. Then we have PwnSubtick signal. And PwnTick signal. In Pwn events. And we have to somehow build it as well. So that's in Pwn CPP. That looks okay-ish. And then we have to apply subticking in default engine. Line 65. And 26. Yes, please. Okay. That's that. Now, did we... need to... Yeah, that's something we have to change at some point. And we've got an error. Carbon API.h. Did I add that? Where did I add it? In Carbon sim API. Is this on master? I think this is on master. Great. Great. I merged something that's broken. Amazing. Well, I think nobody's working from master anyway, but it's still sad. Test the API /car/carbon.h. Biggest car API. So this is what is weird. Like, I am in this directory, Carbon sim API, I want to include that one, Carbon. But somehow, I'm not allowed. do I need it? But I don't think... So why is it... What did I change that it stopped working? I did those tick signals, yes. Is this really a problem on master? Yeah, okay. So we have to rebuild. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was easy. Then I first have to fix master. Yeah. Fuck. Oh no. But it says it cannot find it. So this is where the chain starts. I could also try to just carbon.h vehicles car carbon.h. Yeah, and then remove it from here, carbon. What is this carbon API? That doesn't even exist. Oh fuck, are you kidding me? Oh shit, I'm just looking at the wrong thing all along. Wrong line. I'm looking at carbon, but carbon API, that's the one that has to go. Should really check those line numbers. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is a problem. Yeah. So what was the pull request that I just merged? 80 pull request. That's pretty well. 171. Yes, I know. Okay, so we are putting that one in a new pull request. Yes, please give me that recommendation. And merge it, please. Merge. Because nobody's gonna... Bam, beautiful. Okay, so now I did this. We should be able to actually compile our changed code. So while that's compiling, I have time to set up those branches. Where is the one that we were doing? Yeah. Okay. Should be on. Yeah, that's good. Auto reloading failed. Oh, those are a lot of errors. I think I did some copy. Whoop whoop. Yeah, this has to be carbon sim API. Let's do this as a word. Carbon sim API. Yeah, that should solve most of it. Update identifier, update kinetics, update running. Yeah. Yeah, complete. Hey. I feel like subtics are not doing what they should be doing. Is this still applied? Yes, I think after changing this we have to restart a new engine. There we go. I would have had expected more steps. I feel like we're getting one substep tick every. Yeah, the substep tick is also 0.033. Something with FPS is broken. And we are doing FPS as expected. Let's check project settings. Somehow it is being disabled. Okay, let's set this to what it should be. Oh, this is also just. Huh. I might have copied. Substep true. It's in here twice. That's annoying. Max substeps 10. Yes, that should do it. somehow we didn't crash in the last hour. No, I won't say hour. Half hour. As soon as I say that, it will. I'll start crashing again, but that's fine. Okay. So I fixed the settings. I think substep. Yes, substepping is set. Yes, way more substeps. Great. Okay. Now, this is the moment where we commit before I break again something. Setup substepping for carbon. Okay. Now, what we came here to do, time to do it. We're gonna update to get UU position. Where is that thing? Yeah, there's somewhere. Oh, I have this enabled. I shouldn't have that enabled. And it's probably going to, well, should compile. Should, no, it should, but it doesn't. You'll see. It compiles. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, these values change way too fast. Let me stop it for a bit. Whoa, look at that. Ah, that's nice. So, between two ticks, there are like 1, 2, 3, well, there are 4 substep ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 kinetic updates. There's like 1 for the real tick. And you'll see that there is a tick and a substep tick at the same moment. So those update the kinetics, and then we have the substep tick. Yeah. Okay, we had a little disconnection reconnection thing going on. Okay, and these values keep changing. That's really good. Now we just gotta see if photometry is actually updating 100 times a second. No, still 38, 36. So even though we're updating the position of the car, well, I'm not sure if oh no, I crashed it again. Stop it. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, Unreal Engine. So we need to do the same thing. Oh, this has to be, so this part, like the get body instance, we should definitely make that a function because it's just all over the place. Maybe, is it the same thing? Probably not. So what is this type? Get body instance type. It's probably an F body instance. There we go. I think get body instance const. Yeah, that looks fine. Now we just have to implement it somewhere. I think it's something like it fits nicely together with the vehicle component movement component thing. Okay, and how to get the body instance? Basically this thing. Well, we're already here, so we can just say get vehicle movement component. Updated component, and then the updated component cast to get body component. That's how that works. So now we just have to on rotator. Okay. Should work TM. So we get a new get body instance, which is implemented here. It just needs a semicolon, and then get you your position and get you your orientation are updated as well. Unreal Engine, have you stopped crashing? I really need you. Syntax missing. Ah, I still did some Python. Carbon. Not here. Not here. Where does it say? Carbon 166. Ah, this is wrong. This is not. Somehow it doesn't like what I'm doing. It's like, yo. It's really annoying that the whole Unreal Engine crashes if you would make like one typo. Oh yeah, I had to recompile first. Carbon 169. Hey, please don't crash again. So what's different this time? What's different from what I did earlier? This is not the first place I do get body instance, right? This is basically what I'm trying to do. But what's the difference? Is it only the type definition that it defines the type in here? Okay, if I understand this correctly, then when doing get pose, begin play, setup, initialize, get pose, get body instance. So maybe body instance is not yet defined. that could be the case, like. Oh no. Oh no. Like previously you had to get at the location and that thing worked always. So now we have to do like an if else statement or something. So if this is no pointer, then return no pointer, and if get body babadab if body pawn get exit location. Okay, so I think this function is being called at startup. So before begin play, I don't think that at that moment body, well, this thing updated primitive is no pointer, like it's not gonna find anything. So body is gonna fill, it's not gonna find any location, but you still want to give the location back. So if this thing isn't initialized yet, then we're gonna get the actor rotation and actor location, and if we are initialized, then we're just gonna get the whole specific thing. That would help, hopefully. So let's see what's gonna happen. Is it gonna, oh no, I have to compile. Oh no, I'm being distracted. Oh, I was distracted. Okay, let's do this. We can compile. Oh no, why is everything, where are the colors gone? Come back, colors. Oh, compilation failed. A carpon, get actor rotation is not a member of a carpon, but that's literally copied from the thing, right? Like originally there was, oh no, params, but what's this then? Params.pawn. Params.pawn, that's something else. Okay, well, params.pawn. Let's do it like that then. If this is how you want to play it, sure, you go and play it like that. Nope, still not. What is wrong? Do I need to? What's different? Look, get. Oh, it's a capital. Why do functions start with capitals? That's unfair. The whole world uses small letters, and why would you then use big letters? Yeah, there we go. So let's play, and we expect to see no crash. Please don't crash. Oh, what's the problem? Exception, access, well, oh no. Well, shoot. Okay. What if we get the... What if we... Like if you look at the error... Wait a bit. I should just screenshot this error so I can't reference it quickly. It's like reading address 000-340, so it's not 000. So not. So it's so. The question is your primitive no pointer, or is get vehicle component no pointer? Well, no, then that would like. What happens if you cast a no pointer? If no pointer is converted to a pointer type, the resulting pointer, called a null pointer, is guaranteed to compare equal to pointer that is to a pointer to any object or function. Any pointer may be converted to an integer type. What if we take, because this should stay no pointer. I think we can do different. Let's do one more check. Just if updated primitive, if that exists, then return, else return this thing. Not really nice procedural code, but it's something. So it's really a case of figuring out what is null. And, well, this error we got is not really that specific. Because it's saying reading in getBody instance. So when you do getBody instance, somehow it's gonna... Maybe we should just Google that. getBody instance. That problem. So it's still 171, right? Currently it's 168. Maybe this is just null. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's do this. Compilation complete. Yes, play. Let's check the chat. Hello. I think that's you, Sophia. I'm not sure. Hello. We're still not working. Why not? I did recompile, right? What line is it going? 169. 169. How is this erroring? Access. What does that mean? Exception, access violation. I always thought that's like you're trying to access memory that's not allocated to you. What does this mean? Get vehicle movement? Okay, so maybe it is exists, but it just gives something we can't access. What? What? What is this function? Get vehicle movement? So this is a pointer. And this indeed returns the pointer. Can we do a log this thing? Then just show what's in there. Error. I probably won't be able to see this error because it crashes immediately. But I'm gonna try to do it anyway. But like to print this, it's gonna need to access X. And it can't. So that's a problem. Yes, I'm glad it compiles, but I'm not so happy about it not working, because we sort of need this. Well, do we? Well, we could do some workaround. I'm gonna do the workaround. Fuck this shit. Oh, sorry, shouldn't say that. Okay, let's undo this whole shebang. So, without error checking, here we're gonna get back to also the original thing, and we're gonna create two more functions. Which is basically these two, but then get UU body position, and for the original two we're going to use the original code. Why can I not? Oh, let's just do it like that. And then, yeah, I have to put those in. So wherever we like get pose. So during initialize, we're gonna get the start position from there. Where is get pose used? Only in kinetics. No, we don't need it. It's also used there. Oh. I don't think this is used. Sim get vehicle pose. No, so I'm gonna remove it because it's confusing more than it is useful, because what's the difference between the vehicle pose and the yeah, that's just not fuck. I don't want to do this in this PR. I sort of have to if I want to get no anyway. So yeah, save everything please. Thank you. Okay, here's the thing, get pose. So we need to differentiate between get pose between these two things. So if get pose is used, we either have to create two get pose functions, or we remove it and we just yeah, this is the place where everything goes fucked. So we're just gonna do it like that. And this is weird. I don't want to see that anymore. And then here we get UU body position and UU body orientation. Vehicle sim. Yeah, so this is also no longer used. Set pose can go another day. Because I think odometry uses car state, and car state also has the pose in it, so we can just use that instead. And having one function. So providing the data only in one place seems like the right way to do it. So let's see what I forgot. I forgot a lot of things. Oh, first the syntax error. Get your body. Oh yes, I was gonna define the position classes in here. Body. And then you have to document the body position. Physics iteration. Every subtick. This is in contrast to the normal. Only update every tick. Okay, cool. Okay. So we defined those. What else did I forget? Syntax error in 451. Wait, what? Carbon same API 451. Here? Oh, maybe it's 451. There you go. Well, I'm just gonna recompile. Ah, there it is. Spawn undeclared. Yes, I have to recompile this as well because we made some changes to airlib. Carbon sim API cannot instantiate abstract class because reasons that should be solved right now. Oh no, not right now, we're still generating. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yes. So in case you're just tuning in, I am trying to get subticking to work. That's, you can follow some of the progress in 172. That was version 1 that was just messed up, and now we're doing the real implementation. What? What's your problem? But my head is being fried. Yeah, so yeah, we're trying to get substepping to work. And substepping will allow us to update sensors more frequently, or update the physics more frequently, and thereby update sensor data more frequently and get higher frequency data to team. So we're finally driving again. That's taken 30 minutes or so. Okay, that's just me driving, by the way. What did we want to see? Ah, yes, I remember. We were going to launch this bad boy and see if the odometry information... Oh no, I resized. Fuck. Are we still driving? Yes. So sometimes every time I resize, my graphics driver just decides to die. No, I don't want to... No. I want to kill this one. And sometimes when this crashes, then the whole graphics driver crashes, and if that happens, then there's no longer a graphics driver in my computer, then the video card is no longer detected, it falls back on. Well, isn't that just perfect timing? I talk about how crashes occur, and the next second the graphics driver crashes. That's annoying, isn't it? So there we go. We're back online. Let's see if we launch it. What happens then? I want to get like this on a different screen. And we are back. Well, why does this? Sometimes my computer just freezes, bulks, and everything stops, and I can restart and it works for another hour or so. It was pretty stable until we really started testing. So let's see if I can get everything up and running once again. The trouble is that when this crash happens, there's this really generic error of Vulkan driver lost, and there's no way in figuring out where it comes from. The only thing I know that if it happens if I resize windows that are powered by a graphics engine. So let's drive around and see what the odometry is doing. It's still 36. So that's a bit sad. Oh well. So we now know that the ground truth information of the sensors is being made available in the kinetics state way more frequently. Let's get net transform. Wait, what? Why? Oh, this is kinetics and it gets it. So we know the pose is being updated frequently because we get it from the bodies. It creates the angular velocity based on the previous orientation and the next pose, but it gets the linear acceleration from the net transform to the net velocity. Get bond, get velocity. So I don't think this velocity is updated every subtick. Depends a bit on the implementation, but what does get pawn do? It gets. Oh no, it's the wrong pawn. Anyway, so we have to get the net transform to local net. So we have to get the velocity. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create a new function. Get you your body velocity. Velocity, because I believe every body instance has a velocity as well. Velocity. So this is angular velocity, this is angular velocity. Get Unreal angular velocity in radians. Get Unreal world. Get velocity in world space from physics body. I think that's the one we need. And I'm not sure why angular velocity is calculated based on the delta time instead of just getting it from the body. But for now we're just gonna use this one. Get Unreal valence and F vector. Let's see what is being. So we just do this. velocity, and then we do here. This also uses an F vector, so that's perfect. So we say get body velocity, and then the question is get to angular velocity. There's an angular in the... Yeah, it's in some frame, and I don't really wanna... Angular velocity is annoying. Like, there's a whole bunch of calculations in that vector math, which I don't want to touch. So I'm just gonna... Like kinetics twist, yeah. Acceleration, you can also, I believe, get the acceleration directly from the body. Acceleration. How do you write acceleration? How do you spell that thing? Oh, I was wrong. But okay, so update kinetics. Why was this not being... Oh, because I was running in a standalone window. So update kinetics. Then we have dt x. And I want to see the linear twist linear dot x linear x is also a float. So we're gonna print those, we're gonna recompile, and we're gonna see how it works. Pawn is undeclared. Velocity body is undeclared. Yes. Oh, I really have to remember to define things in a header if you want it. If you want to use it. I know there are good reasons for the whole how to define it. Pawn undeclared identifier in 461. 461. No, I don't think so. Sim compilation complete. Oh no, I should run it not in a standalone window, because when running in a standalone window you are not able to see logs, and I really need those logs. So let's wait until it starts up and then run it in the selected viewport. Yes, there we go. Okay, now it only gets interesting when we drive at a bit of a pace. And then we stop it. Okay, what do we see? Between ticks there are again many subticks, and for every subtick... Ah, yes! So these values change. Nice! Okay, okay. So we've got frequently updated values for the kinetic state for both velocity and position. Where is it? Velocity, orientation, the whole shebang. So all these things are based on these two. Yes. So how do we go from here? We have to figure out. We're first gonna commit this. So we've got the kinematics state thing ready. Now, the question is, we've got two things. We've got the kinematic state here, and we've got the odometry car state. Well, no. Let's first see how our. Let's just run a fun test, okay? So we're gonna run a Ross bridge, and we're gonna start our X bridge. So we're gonna say first the Ross core. That's always useful to have running. We're gonna do RQT plot, and we're gonna do the Ross bridge. So, yes. What did I want to see? I want to see why the odometry is not updated more frequently. Now basically what I want to see is this together with the car state, with this PR, the ground speed sensor. Because the ground speed sensor has this really nice checkered pattern, which is caused by not updating the odometry more. Like, you see those horizontal lines? Well, they're not really horizontal, are they? Well, sometimes they are. I think they just appear round because of no, they don't. So there would be 100. No. Well, my goal is that odometry thing. That's the core. So if that one works, we know everything works. So let's go and continue debug odometry. So I believe the Ross bridge, the Ross wrapper thing. No. The odometry publisher publishes information from getCarState, and getCarState is from getCarState. So we gotta get to getCarState, the server side, and getStarState uses, well, this thing. Oh no, we lost it. I should really get used to opening. So getCarState. So there is this getVehicle API getCarState, and getVehicle API apparently, well, that can't be right. RPC lib server base. What's that thing? That's just to get the vehicle API. And with what type is that? Car API base. What's car API? Okay, so we've got a car API, nice. I'm gonna say, yo, what's the car state? On the car state. So it's this function, getCarState. And then probably physics implements car API base, yes. So the physics car API needs to, is an implementation of that thing, cool, okay. So that's the car state. How is that thing updated? We have to get car state, update car state in the carbon sim API. Yes. Okay. Okay. So every physics stick, whatever that is, that's not really a physics stick. Like, we know more about ticking now to understand that. Well, look at this. Every tick and subtick, we update the car state in the vehicle API, and which is then used by. So then get car state. What does that do? It basically gets the movement, get forward speed, get current gear, and it gets the ground truth kinematics. And that's just kinematics.get state. So but shouldn't then we first update the kinematics before we update? Because otherwise we'll always be sending old data, right? And then this is sort of an update. Ah, okay. So, where's this called? This I sort of have to, because I want to combine it if it's just called down there. Oh, it's an updatable object, so it needs to have an update. Okay. So we get the vehicle sim API base. Vehicle sim API. What does that do? That does nothing. Okay. Then we update the car state, and then we update the sensors, because this updates all sensors in sensor collection. And sensors get their ground truth kinematics from what? So this is where I'm lost. Like, we see that there are 30 ticks a second, and between every tick there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kinematics updates, which is, including the one itself, is like 4 in between. So that's, it's like around at least 100 updates a second, right? So at least 100 times a second the car state is updated. But that's something we should validate. Because then... Oh, it's still running. Why are you... Oh, you are still running. Because then we have the ROS wrapper, which requests the car state and 135 hertz. And it checks for different values. So if there are two the same values requested after each other, only one message is sent. So for every nil value, it only counts it as useful if the value has changed. So somehow it only changes 35 times a second. So that could be because, like, so that is for every second 30, 35. How many? No, that's really not a lot. So I think these sub-steps are not spread correctly within the ticks. That's my current theory. Like there are ticks, we know that. There are subticks, we know that. We know the ticks happen every 1/3 of a second. But I sort of feel... Let me calculate this. So we have 0.033, so that's 1/3. Right? No, that's 1/30th. No. Wonderful. Wait, is that the time since last tick? Oh yeah, that's 1/30th. That's 1/30th. Okay, cool. So that's correct, like it says. Okay, we have a tick. So then the next subtick is 0.008. So 1 divided by 0.08333 is 120. So that's 1/120. And so this is correct. I need a timeline. I need to get millisecond timing. Timestamp in output log. Yes, please. Oh, there's a preference for it. Log timestamp mode. Or editor preference. Okay. Okay, let's see if this is good enough accuracy for what we need. It is. Well, it's okay-ish timestamp. Not perfect. It's not perfect at all. Is it like 1 millisecond? So this is what I sort of. So we have tick. Then all subticks happen really fast after that, and then there is some time after that until the next real tick, and then all subticks happen really fast after it. So I think our subtick settings are still painfully wrong. Substepping. Substep. Okay, so we say the maximum time between substep is 0.01. So that's 1 over. So the time between two substeps can never be 1/100. I might not be understanding something. So let's enter the things we configured in here and see how it judges us. So we say max substeps 10, limit FPS at 30.